Okej, to stream włączony.
Wyłączony czy włączony?
Wyłączony.
To wyłączony czy włączony?
Włączony.
Aha.
Myślałem, że wcześniej był włączony.
Nie.
No nie no, wcześniej Tumir się kompromitował, to nie włączał. Ty byś włączył?
Jak kompromitowałem.
O, coś, słuchajcie, Bannerlord coś się odświeżył na Steamie.
O.
Idę zobaczyć.
Idę. O,
Ty-
wiesz,
Tylko ten netbook.
nic, tylko że z E3 coś tam pokazali. Nadal TBA.
Ale kładnie na Etsy miało być grywalne demo, że każdy mógł sobie pograć.
Bannerlord.
Ale tylko na
Chyba.
targach.
Ja,
Coś, taka informacja była, coś w tym stylu.
Ja to takie... tak powiem, takie... Dobra, co tu musi się stać, żeby to się działało? Że siąść te drzewa dalej. O nie, ja mam staminę regenerować. Tak.
A gdzie jest to E3 w ogóle?
Los Angeles, San Francisco?
tak, w Los Angeles. A w następnym miesiącu nie. W sierpniu chyba będzie Gamescom w Niemczech.
Welcome to boot camp, cadet. I'm your drill sergeant. In this first exercise, I'll instruct you in the ways of issuing basic move orders. But first, in Steel Division, each battle begins with a selection of the units to be deployed during the action, called a battle group. Click Next to compose your battle group. This is your battle group overview. It's composed of 8 unit classes, which we will explore step by step during the boot camp's exercises. Each category contains up to 10 slots in which you will later place a unit's pack. Only the unit's pack selected in your battle group will be available for the mission. For the purpose of this exercise, we've granted you access to the infantry class with 1 unit pack slot. Left-click on the slot to edit this class. Welcome to the showroom of the infantry class. It seems like the raw recruits are ready for the exercise. In Steel Division, units are available by pack. Packs are composed of one of several units' cards, which represent the maximum number of deployable units on the field. Notice the available airborne rifles pack. Click on the unit pack and hover values to obtain further information about the unit. Right-click or drag and drop the available airborne rifles pack on the empty slot to be able to deploy it on the field. Once the airborne rifles pack is in your battle group, click Back, then Validate to see next how the land lies. In Steel Division, each battle begins by the deployment phase. Its purpose is to pre-position your units within the blue area, called the deployment zone, and plan your strategy before the battle begins. To position a unit on the deployment zone, click on the requisition menu to deploy it. Then click on the airborne rifles pack and left-click on the deployment zone to position the unit. The number on the requisition menu is your given 70 requisition points for the deployment phase. A deployed airborne rifles unit uses 1 card from the pack and 35 requisition points. Once all the unit cards have been deployed, the pack disappears.
100 lat, 100 lat.
Ale będę musiał iść po ziółkę.
O kurczę, kilof mi się zepsuł.
Chociaż najpierw trochę poklepię.
Bogu, czy przyjmiesz mój kilof?
A ja w to mówię.
Jest, pożądam go.
Nie do ciebie mówiłem,
Ja nic nie
wieśniaku.
mówię. Ja nic nie mówię, to jest starcze z omamami.
Jestem od ciebie 20 lat młodszy.
A jaki stary. Unknown. A co teraz wyjdzie?
Zęby.
Kupa.
Teraz wyjdą zęby. W twoim wieku.
A wejdą, a.
Coś chyba się odkryło? Czy mi się wydawało, że się odkryło?
Infantry units are deployed with a transport already accounted for in the card. The WC-25 truck is an unarmed transport from which the airborne rifles squad disembarks to fight on the battlefield. Vehicles go faster on the road. It is advised to deploy motorized unit on road to quickly reach a strategic position. You can shift the unit's position by holding down left click on the unit's tag, or
Aha,
remove
to
it
sobie
right click from the
wykułem.
map to place it back to the
Idę kopać
requisition menu.
rudę.
Click the launch battle button once you have completed
A
the
nie, nie muszę
deployment.
jeszcze kopać rudę. Nie muszę jeszcze kopać rudej.
Well done. The battle is launched and your deployed WC-25 is now under your control. Control the camera using the short keys. Direct it using the arrows. Rotate it by pressing the middle mouse
Ale ta
button
gra jest fajna.
and the scroll wheel to zoom in and out. Zoom on the
Cieszymy
unit
się
tag
twoim
to trigger
szczęściem.
the follow
Obydwu.
camera.
To moja jest fajniejsza, bo,
E,
Tak,
bo,
tak, bo w nią grasz.
bo można robić bum bum,
Taki bum bum. Tutaj też można robić bum bum.
piu
Jak to
piu.
Co, można tworzyć materiały wybuchowe na 10 poziomu, inżynieria wojskowa. O!
Your objective here is simple. You must reach the farm and disembark an airborne rifles squad once there. Notice on the map the road that goes straight to the farm. The quickest way to complete the objective is to give the order unload at position to your WC-25 unit at the farm. To issue your first move orders, left-click on the unit's tag to select the unit. Left-click on the Unload at Position order and left-click on the map to apply it, or right-click to cancel the order.
Chariot awaits, sir.
Dobra, rżnie idziemy, rżnąć działa. Gdzie tu jest jakoś mało zarośnięte? Powiedzmy tutaj.
I'll get you there as soon as possible.
The Unload at Position orders the transport units to take the fastest way using the road network and disembark their passengers at the selected position. Beware, once the unit is disembarked, the transport disappears and cannot be used again. When a unit receives an order, you can select it and press Shift to display the ongoing order in real time. You can also give multiple orders by pressing Shift. A unit can also comply with other move orders. The move order orders the units to take the straightest route to the selected position. The Move Fast orders a vehicle to take the quickest route, using the road network to the selected position. One transport unit has reached the farm. You can wait for the Unload at Position order to comply, or you can use the Disembark to immediately disembark the airborne rifles from its transport. No sign of enemy units. The farm is secured. Well done, sir. Your airborne rifles squad is now controlling the area.
Yes, sir.
Your first success, sir. You've learned how to compose a battle group, to deploy, apply move orders, and disembark the infantry from their transport. Good job. This second exercise will be your first contact with an enemy. I will teach you how to deal with the front line, urban cover, and firepower. Click Next to build your battle group. We have unlocked 2 unit pack slots. Left-click on a slot to edit the infantry class. The airborne M1919 machine gun is now available. It is an infantry team with a medium machine gun. Different units in Steel Division have different equipment. This impacts their requisition points cost, role, and card availability. Learning how to distinguish each pack by hovering over their values is crucial for your success on the field. Each pack fills 1 activation points. Here you have 2 activation points maximum at your disposal. Fill your battle group to spend them all. Pick the Airborne Rifles pack and the new Airborne M1919 machine gun pack to validate your battle group.
Kto tu wyrównał teren na 6, gdzie tu powinna być 5? Ja się grzecznie
7.
pytam.
Gandalf się tam buduje. Tam będzie
Ja się mu
tak,
zbuduję, ja się mu zbuduję.
Nawet nie próbuj z nim walczyć.
A, on jest szefem, kurde, no ja pierdyle. Dobra, będzie sam sobie to równał.
Ty groky zawsze
The
możesz
red front line
dołączyć
indicates a perimeter
do...
Nie,
controlled by
nie,
enemy.
dzięki Tumir.
Our intelligence has warned us that at least
Aha,
one
już
enemy
myślałem, że
unit
ty mi
is holding the
pochwaliłeś.
farm sector.
No, w sumie do
Since your
plemienia
units are
admina
deployed with
to
their
będą
transport,
bonusy.
you should not expose them that way to enemy fire.
No, więcej roboty.
Instead, disembark them in the selected
Chyba
area near the
robotów
farm sector, so they can close on the enemy
w
position on
postaci
foot.
komend.
Niestety nie używam żadnych komend admińskich, licząc ratunku Asarina.
Tak,
No, to tak, to jest oficjalna wersja.
Była dobra.
Bo Tumir streamuje.
Ale i tak mnie nikt nie ogląda.
Cieszymy się niezmiernie. No dobra, czas wypalić trochę węgla.
You can issue your first move orders during the deployment phase. Select the deployed unit and order unload at position and apply it. Keep in mind that your troops will comply with the order only when the battle starts. Click the Launch Battle button once you have completed your deployment.
I'll get you there as soon as possible. Nothing to report. I'll get you there as soon as possible. Sir!
Notice that the front line is moving when your troops are advancing. Most of the units in Steel Division influence the front line, so it gives you a feedback on enemy strength and direction. And vice versa. We've arrived. Disembark your troops here.
Need a lift? We're ready, Captain. Yes, sir. Move out, man!
These farm buildings appear empty. They can provide good cover for your men. Move them inside. Notice the mouse's cursor color changing when you hover over map elements. The color indicates the level of protection. Yellow for light cover, and cursor green for heavy cover.
ground spotted. Check your sights.
German grenadiers are firing at us. This is the first taste of battle. These grenadiers are tough guys with their deadly light machine guns. The best way to dislodge them is to meet them with superior firepower from the cover of the
Pali
farm
się!
building. Notice the unit status gauge above the unit tag. Pinned down units can surrender by moving close to them. It's also a good way of neutralizing an enemy.
Platoon, formed and ready. Yes, sir. Fire at will.
Kurde, to się nazywa pech, słuchajcie. Belki mi się nagrzały. Jak tylko zacząłem wytapiać, zepsuł mi się piec.
Great job. The enemy section has been neutralized. Well done, sir. The front line is moving and is now overlaying the farm as there are no further
Płaszcz
enemies
dragi
there.
bierze z wrażenia.
You've learned how to use the basics of the infantry in the front line to use morale and urban cover at your advantage. Good job.
Cholera, no to muszę lecieć po no jak to się nazywa, glinę.
U,
Albo nie muszę. Za dwóch.
After the successful raid on the farm sector, squads on the field are asking for an ammo resupply. During this exercise, I will teach you how to capture an enemy supply unit and how to resupply. Click Next to build your battle group. Pick all available infantry packs to validate your battle group. As you can see, a new pack of infantry, the Airborne Leader, is available. Notice the white star on the unit card. This specialty icon indicates a platoon leader who improves the stats of every unit nearby and also heavily influences the front line. Most leader squads are small and too lightly equipped to engage the enemy on their own. It is also strongly advised to combine them with regular infantry squads on the field. We've got intel about unarmed Opel Blitz left in the farm sector. The squads deployed on the field can safely capture it. The road seems clear, so you will exceptionally not deploy any units on the deployment zone, but simply guide the glider rifles and the airborne M1919 machine gun on the field to capture the unarmed enemy unit in the farm sector. Click on the Launch Battle button.
Germans ahead! Get ready for a fight!
To capture an enemy supply unit, first make sure no other enemy unit is nearby. Then simply bring one of your units close to it, and it will automatically switch sides.
Lipton, Malarkey! Come with me!
The Opel Blitz is captured. This is an unarmed supply unit which can replenish any nearby units with ammunition. Capturing this type of unit is a good way to exhaust enemy units on the field. Since the glider rifles and the airborne M1919 machine gun weapons are depleted, you need to bring the squads and the supply unit to a halt together to refill their weapons.
Locked and loaded, sir. Thank God. I'm tired of carrying this thing.
Notice the yellow circle. It represents the supply range for units to get replenished. Now your units are once again ready to kick some ass. German troops are flanking us and will soon surround the units in the farm sector. Units are considered surrounded once they cease to be linked to a ground reinforcement route or are not close to a platoon leader. We need to regain control over the map. We have been granted new requisition points and may deploy units from our battle group on the field to neutralize all enemy units.
Crowd spotted. Check your sights.
We have identified an enemy platoon leader, the Grenadier Führer, along with the Grenadier infantry squads. That's why they have so easily reclaimed control of the front line. If we could neutralize the Grenadier Führer squad, its influence over both the front line and the Grenadier squad will lessen and eventually collapse.
Careful! Enemies nearby.
We need to break the surrounded units' encirclement. Luckily, the airborne M1919 machine gun is an airborne unit, as indicated by the wings on its card and tag. Airborne units are used. On the other hand, a non-airborne or non-leader unit, such as the glider rifles, once surrounded, loses its capacity to hold the front line and suffers moral penalties in enemy territory.
Be careful! Enemies nearby. Any orders? Yes, sir. Open fire! Ready to transport. I'll get you there as soon as possible. Ready, sir.
You have deployed your airborne leader. Good choice. Once disembarked, it improves the experience level of any allied unit close to it. This up-leveling is represented by the yellow star under a unit tag. An experienced unit gets improved accuracy, shorter reload time, and stress resilience. Once your soldiers are on foot, click on the hunt order. That stance allows your soldiers to stop moving and to fire at the first enemy within range. Most of the infantry cannot shoot while in movement. An enemy squad is pinned down and cannot move. It's a perfect opportunity to force its surrender. Make sure the unit is isolated to bring one of your own nearby. To force a unit to surrender, it needs to be covered by the opponent front line, suppressed, and with no ally unit close by. Once a unit surrenders, it leaves the battlefield raising a white flag.
Ready, sir. Airborne ready, sir. Orders are clear. Go ahead. Got it.
Great job. The enemy squad surrendered. They raised the white flag and will soon leave the battlefield. Good job. One enemy squad has been neutralized. You're beginning to slightly regain control over the map. Continue to deploy units on the field to swiftly get rid of the remaining enemies.
Nothing's moving there anymore. Gory, gory, what a hell of a way to die! At your orders. Everyone fights. No one quits. Locked and loaded, sir. Relocating. sir. Orders are clear. Go ahead. Sir, yes, sir.
The surrounding units are saved. Great job. You have successfully rallied them. Well done, sir. You have reclaimed control over the map. You have successfully put into practice the capture of an enemy supply unit, the resupply of your troops, and regain control of the map.
А,